Tobuscus. If you were an avid YouTube watcher back like 10 years ago, Jesus Christ. Oh God, I'm spiraling. I'm back. Then you'll probably be familiar with Tobuscus, aka Toby Turner, who was once one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform until a series of scandals led him to fall from the spotlight. You know how you fall from a spotlight? You know that classic Turner phrase? Good script this. Today we ask, what happened to Toby Turner? Toby Turner started out on YouTube in 2006 with his first successful video being a remix of the viral "Don't Tase Me Bro" YouTube video. What a perfect time capsule of that time. Back when people didn't use the internet to spread hate or organize coups, they just used it to come together and laugh at a man who was afraid of being tased. An age of innocence. 2006 was such a beautifully simple time. Like if you just showed someone a JPEG of a cat, not even a weird looking cat, just like a regular cat, and then you put like large text over it that was like, I'm a cat, people would be like, that is incredible. I'm a conventional media company and can I give you $1 million? Toby's popularity soon grew and he branched out into daily vlogging with his lazy vlogs, that's what they were called, I'm not just incredibly judgmental, as well as a gaming channel and his hugely popular viral literal trailers where he would just kind of literally describe what was happening in a trailer. It was actually better than it sounds. This man used to output so much content. Honestly, I don't know how he found the energy to put out all this content. Maybe we'll find out. This all led to further fame and even some roles in film and TV. Nothing crazy. I mean, Shane Dawson was also in these films, just to give you a barometer of the quality, but he was flying high. He was flying high. Really should not be joking about this. Now, everything's been pretty upbeat and fun so far, but I will tell you now that this story does take a decidedly dark turn, and we will be discussing some very serious things. So if you don't want to see that, this would be the time to click away. There's going to be a very sharp tonal shift in this episode. But then everything came crashing down in 2016 when April Fletcher, known online as April F, who was Toby's ex-girlfriend, came out and made a series of serious allegations against him, saying that he had a drug addiction, that he had cheated on some of his partners, including her, and that he had drugged and her in 2013. As you can see, I was not lying about the tonal shift. Fletcher wrote a post on Tumblr about her experience, saying it led her to contemplate suicide, and this prompted a wave of responses from some of Toby's other exes. They all had, slightly different opinions. Some said that they had similar experiences with Toby and drugs. Some said they didn't believe that he could do that to someone. Others said that they did think that maybe could be possible. But basically all of them agreed that he had a severe problem with drugs and was often unfaithful in relationships. This was also corroborated by Toby's friend and fellow YouTuber and currently still famous YouTuber Philip DeFranco, who agreed that Toby had a drug problem and also felt that Toby probably had some serious mental health problems. Now, Toby at the time responded in a short video where he called Fletcher's claims false and said, quote, that he'd never done anything without her consent and never tried to trick her into anything. Nevertheless, naturally, all of this fallout had an effect on his career and his status, and he soon fell out of the public eye. You know how you fall out of the public eye? You know that turn of phrase? And it's a weird one because he didn't really go away. You know how some YouTubers, they sort of just leave the internet, Jenna Marbles, it's not comparable, but she left the internet literally and you don't see her anymore. He stayed and he kept making videos. He still makes them now on all his channels. He makes loads of videos, but the public was just kind of like, nah, no thanks. And his views are nothing like they were when he was popular. And it's even led him at times, he posted a video where he was complaining about the YouTube algorithm and sort of speculating that YouTube was trying to keep him down and stuff. And yeah, buddy, it's probably that. Then randomly in 2018, he released another video entitled #MeTooLate. Not a good start. This is not going to end well. Where he delved into the initial allegations from years before, saying he was advised at the time not to say anything when the Tumblr post was published, advice he probably should have stuck to even now, and also again denying the claims against him, and also suggesting that April Fletcher had threatened him with a Tumblr post falsely accusing him of rape. So she apparently accused him before she did it, saying that she was going to falsely accuse him, which is often a thing people do before they do a wild thing like that. They go, hey, just a reminder that I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna tell you about it so you can use it against me later. Seems probable. So all in all, very heavy, probably one of the more serious editions of what happened to in terms of the reasons around why someone left. Although of course there was our previous FPS Russia episode, which if you haven't seen that, spoiler alert, he went to jail for a little bit, but not for what you think it might be. Not for what you think it might be, forsooths. So if you want to find out more about that, check out our previous episode, What Happened to FPS Russia. We've also got What Happened to Fred, the squeaky voice boy, What Happened to Ray William Johnson. Although, interestingly, we posted that on TikTok. Then he got a content violation for dangerous acts, which is weird because there's nothing dangerous in the video, so I appealed it and TikTok put it back up. And then it got a content violation again for bullying, which is interesting because it's not mean. So basically what I'm saying is Ray William Johnson has probably seen that video and has probably reported it at least twice. And Toby, if you're watching, I look forward to battling you over this one. So yeah, it's a shame you can't watch that on TikTok, but of course you can watch it on YouTube, where it persists. That brings us to the end of another installment of What Happened To. If you want to see brand new episodes like this, make sure to subscribe. You can do that on Snapchat by swiping up the last snap of this story, or by hitting subscribe on YouTube, or follow on TikTok. I'm sure you know all this already. Who should we cover next? Let us know by tweeting us at YouTube News, or let us know down in the comments. We do read those comments, and we do take those suggestions. In fact, this episode came from a suggestion from a user whose name I have not bothered to remember. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.